taking a look at a product line that'll be arriving at Stevens International in the late summer, early fall. We're bringing in Revell Paint. Revell is a great brand name. It's known worldwide, great quality products, plastic kits, and they make a whole line of paint. And we're gonna bring in the whole line of paint, acrylics, enamels, sprays, etc. So let's take a look at Revell Paint. Revell produces a diverse, multifaceted line of paint colors. They have the right color for every project. Revell produces two different types of paint. They produce acrylic water-based paint, which are these small boxes called aqua color. Aqua colors are acrylic water-based paints that have excellent coverage, a very fast drying time, and best of all, they're airbrush ready. And the fact that they're water-based means easy cleanup. The other type of paint that Revell makes or produces is enamel colors. These are synthetic resin enamel lacquers, which can be thinned with Revell's Color Mix Thinner. Revell makes 88 different colors in each of these lines. They also produce spray cans. These are acrylic sprays. There are 32 colors in the line. They dry extremely fast, have very high opacity, and are scratch resistant. Let's take a closer look at these different Revell paints. Alright, let's take a look at Revell's Aqua Color series. The Aqua Color line, as I said, is an acrylic-based paint. It comes in these little plastic square containers, which is interesting. Each container is labeled on the top with the color number and the color description, this one being light red, luminous red. And like any good hobby paint, you have to shake them up, which I've already done. I've shaken this up. You can see there's little lines on the side. The little lines on the side are the seal, so if you take your X-Acto knife or your hobby knife and you cut these lines, then you can just pop the top off. I'm doing this carefully so I don't spill any. And there's your luminous red paint. So basically, let's grab a paintbrush. We'll do this really quickly. And I have some water. As I said, this is a water-based paint. This is also a primer. They have an aqua color primer. And the primer, basically, put it on your plastic before you do any painting. And we'll take a little bit of this red, and I like to use a little palette here just to move some of it around. And we'll take this little figure that I have here. I brought a figure in, and we'll just do a little bit of quick painting on this. And as you can see, this stuff goes on really, really nicely. You can go right out of the container, or you can go off your palette. And basically, it's a water-based paint. Really, really nice, goes on really smooth. I'm really liking this. So basically, I would paint a couple coats of red on here on his kerchief. And then when I'm done painting, easy cleanup, we just go and we get some water, dip the brush in water, and clean it out. And that's all there is to it. Really great stuff. Revell Aqua Color, pop the top back on, and there you have it. Really, really great stuff. Now let's take a look at Revell's enamel colors. These are little tinlets and the colors are on the top. You can see it has a solid color on the top and it also has the number. This is number 6 and it's a matte, which means it's a flat black. So basically I've stirred this up and shaken it up pretty good, which you have to do with every hobby paint you use. And then basically I take a little screwdriver and just pop the lid off. Put it over there, and I always put my lid down that way. That way the paint doesn't get into the top. And then we'll take a little brush, and this time instead of using water, these are enamels, so we have to use the enamel color mix thinner, which is this right here. So we'll put a little bit of this. I always distill a little bit of thinner off because I don't want to dirty up or pollute the good stuff. We'll put this back over here. And then basically I'll take a little bit of paint, and sometimes I put it on the palette. I don't like to keep dipping into my paint jar. And then we'll take my little guy here, and he has a black hat, so we'll put a little bit of this enamel black on there, and you can see this goes on really nicely and very, very solidly, very opaque. And what we'll do is we'll just paint the top of his hat. You can see this is a very solid color. Enamels are always solid, very solid pigment. And I hate to get my hand in the camera's way. We'll do this. And I'm not going to do his brim. I'm just going to do the top of his hat so you can see. But as you see, it's a very, very solid color. Goes on really nicely. So that's Revell's enamels. And then after you're done painting, basically a little bit of thinner, wash off the brush. So that's Revell enamels. So I've come down to the spray booth so that we can take a look at the Revell spray colors, and I've given the can a good shake it up, get all the residue off the bottom, all the pigment, and you can see on the top here it's labeled. It has sand or sandy yellow, matte finish, the number, and after we shake it up, what we'll do is we'll turn on the paint booth, and I'm going to give this piece of plastic here, it's like a siding type piece of plastic, and I'm going to give it a nice shot here, and you can see how nicely this paint goes on and what a good solid finish it provides. So we'll take a little shot here, and I'll just give it a wow. I mean, that's amazing. That is an amazing color for one shot across it. So that's Revell acrylic sprays. They spray, they dry really quickly, nice high opacity finish as you can see, and this is a really, really, really great product. Revell Paint will be available in the late summer, early fall, so make sure to contact your sales reps now or contact us directly at Stevens International Hobby Distributors. We'll let you know what the different options are. There are some really attractive display racks available for this paint in different combinations, so make sure to contact us. We'll let you know what they are, and make sure to have Revell Paint in your store. Very recognizable brand name. You'll be asked for it.